Hey, what's going on, guys? Richie Fix here, back with another video, and today I am excited. We finally have our hands on the long-awaited, highly anticipated Wave 3. Now, who's in Wave 3? Well, it's going to be the guy you see right in front of you. It's going to be Deejay. Then we got Cammy, and then we got Guile. Now, if you are new, if this is your first time here, welcome. Go ahead and leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it. If you've caught yourself watching a few of my videos, consider subscribing. It helps out the channel. Also, notifications on, as Cammy and Guile will be coming shortly after this Deejay video as well. So they should be following up right after this. So if you're interested in that, make sure you have that notification on so you guys don't miss when those videos hit. Now, man, we have waited for Wave 3. I mean, we've had our fun with the Dhalsim. We've had our fun with the M. Bison. We've had our fun with the Ken. Man, it's been a long time since we've got some new, or it feels like a long time. In all retrospect, it hasn't been that long. I mean, a few months, like 4 or 5, 6 months since we've gotten our new characters. But now we get to add to the roster. We've gotten some Player 2s. We got the San Diego Comic-Con exclusives. Now we get to build on the roster. And by finishing Wave 3, I think we're officially at halfway through the roster. So, very, very exciting. Deejay, a character I'm not super nostalgia for. I didn't use him growing up, so I don't know a ton about the character, but I like the character, the aura, the sculpt, the mold. The character itself looks awesome, so super excited to find out what he's about, try this figure out. As you can see, standard packaging here. He is eyebrowless. Somebody pointed that out in the stream. I had never noticed that, but he has no eyebrows. We got the left characters. We got the solo shot now on the back. Looks great there. And then just kind of a little bio and where he's from on the other side. So nothing new with the packaging, but he looks absolutely phenomenal as these all get their original sculpts. So I'm excited to see what his sculpt's about, what he comes with, and if you should be excited yourselves. Let's get him out. Let's take a look. All right, guys, taking a look at Deejay outside of the package, and immediately I say, God damn it, they've done it again. Like, again, I've previously stated this. I have no nostalgia feeling towards Deejay. I don't think I ever used him in the game or anything. I'm not super familiar with the character. I knew he existed. I just didn't know anything about him, and immediately I am already a fan. Like, it's a character. It's crazy that a company that made die-cast cars, and still does, but that's all they did, to now they are in action figures and are making figures that are so good that I become a fan of the character, and having no prior fandom to the character is just insane to me. So immediately, just look at the head sculpt. Look at the head sculpt. Look at the gum line. It's perfectly painted. You got the little gold on the tassels there. I mean, everything is just so crispy crisp. Look at the hair. I mean, this new factory, so good. So good. Look at the shading on the chest. You can see it, you know, they just know how to make an action figure. And a damn good one at that. So, taking a look at Deejay, we're going to look at the articulation. His head does go down that far. His head does go up that far with the braids. It's like, how does a company that is brand new to making action figures already know how to do better articulation than a Hasbro and Mattel? Like, it's crazy to me. But in prior videos, I do believe I made the announcement that these were going to be bendy wire. That is not the case. There's actually a little ball peg system in the back that you can just go ahead and detach. And he does get another head sculpt that has kind of like a wavy hair action pose braids. So you can definitely move those in and out. I am going to just leave the neutral ball peg and hair in his standard head, so I'm not going to mess around with that. He can have just normal flowing hair with his smile. I like that. I do like that. And then there is a little bit of a silver paint on there to kind of make it like a little rubber band tassel for the braids. So like I said, their eye to detail is just crazy. And then taking a look at the rest of the articulation, he does get butterfly joints. Now, June had previously mentioned that they are working on a new butterfly system. So I don't know what that's going to entail, but I like this one. I mean, this one looking right here, he can extend that far. So very, very nice. Can come forward that far. with the butterfly system. So looking very, very good there. You do get your double jointed elbows. And look at the range. Look at the range. He's holding that braid. Look at the range on that. Unbelievable. And everything's nice and tight on the figure too, man. Like, you be getting some freaking Hasbro figures and McFarlane where the joints are all loose already. Like, not Jada, man. They just, like I said, I mean, what do I have to, look at the paint all crispy crisp. And then he does get some movement with the wrist where you can move in, out. Very nice there. And then as far as the legs are concerned, let's get him back. Oh, he does get a bicep swivel there, so looking good there. And then as far as the legs, one thing to note is there is a little bit of a color mismatch for the knees. I don't know if that bugs anybody. It doesn't really bug me. I don't really notice it from afar or anything like that. If you're a stickler, that might be a con for you, but for me, not a big deal. And then he does get, obviously, these double jointed knees. And like I said, these come nice and stiff, nice and tight. Don't have to worry about the loosey-loosey on that. So that looks great there. Does get a thigh swivel. So very, very nice there. And then obviously some tilt on the feet. And then his foot does go up that far. And then does go down that far. So very, very nice. And then he does come with a set of accessories. You get your standard head. Pull that one off. And then I don't know if Guile, I haven't looked at Guile's package enough to know off the top of my head, but his chain did come separate. So I don't know. For me, this is just going to be a once. We'll chain him up, and then from now on, he's just going to always have the chain. So we put on, real quick before we put it on, let's just get a close look here at the extra head sculpt. Look at that. Look at it. Look at the paint. Look at the eyes. Look at the gums. Look at the teeth. Look at the tongue. It's just all, look at the silver on the braid. Like, so nice. So nice. I didn't think I was going to double up on Deejay, but I might. I might. And then he gets his chain. They've given us a real metal chain. Not skimping. Not skimping. Any other company, they might have skimped on that. Not Jada. They're not skimping on that. And then these are, you can rotate them. So if you want them to get more of an action head pose, little flowy in the wind, if you will, you can do that. You can have it flowing out there in the wind if you want. When he's doing a kick or something, you can definitely have him doing that if you want. So very, very cool there. And then does get some additional hands. So we'll take a look at those. He gets the thumbs up. He's a party guy, so obviously wanted to give the thumbs up. Wants to go ahead and do the pointer finger, point at someone out in the crowd, saying you're next, whatever you want to do there. These two just hinge in and out. And then this one also with the additional hand hinging in and out. So very, very nice there. And then obviously we do get a special effect here. Very nice. Like I said, the gummy plastic. So you don't really have to worry about them breaking if you drop them or anything like that. Let's see. Let's get him in a stance in the back real quick while I mess around with his effect. All right, hold on one sec. Bear with me. All right, guys, and then as always, Jada going the extra mile, including a stand for the effect piece where you can have it either pose like that, or you want it to be more like a coming at you fireball, you can do it that way. So very, very nice, and this is nice and sturdy, and as you can see, you let it stand on its own, you can do it. It's gonna stand. These are nice and stiff joints, so go ahead and show you on the other one too. Just like I said, there's right out of the package, just nothing wrong. Nothing wrong. Look at all this that you get. 25 bucks. And here you got your standard head sculpt. If you want to take a closer look at this, go ahead and give you a closer look at that. Let's compare him next to some of the other figures, and we'll wrap this up. All right, guys, taking a look at Deejay next to some of the other characters, we got Ken and Ryu. As you can see, it's got a little bit of height on them, a little bit of girth, and man, just the colors that pop with like the red and the white. Looks great. Guys, here he is standing next to M. Bison and Fei Long. He's definitely taller than the Fei Long, and then it looks like he's right around the same size as M. Bison. M. Bison might look a little taller because he's a little bit closer to the camera, but if I put him back a little bit more, and he does have his head lifted up because he's looking into the wind all majestically. But yeah, he looks to be like close body type to an M. Bison, but very, very cool, man. Like you said, we're really coming together with this roster here. And then here he is standing next to Violent Ken and Dhalsim. And I know what you're saying. Why don't you have Dhalsim standing up? Because I don't. That pose is just too sick. I'm so glad that he gets in that pose. He's staying in that pose. But yeah, I absolutely love freaking Deejay. He looks great next to all the different characters. Let's wrap this up. That is going to be my review on the Deejay, and it turned out great. Like I said, Jada just... They don't miss. They don't miss, at least with this Street Fighter action figure line, man. They just don't. I mean, for me not to have any type of fandom for the character and now be invested in loving this figure so much that I'm now a fan of the character, you know, it says something. It says something as your quality on your product and what you're doing. Like, the abs just look phenomenal. The sculpt turned out so well. The veins, the paint work looks phenomenal. You get the chain. This head sculpt is definitely my favorite. Like, even the gums. Gums are hard to do on action figures, and the paint just turned out so well. Their new factory is killing it. So, my only concern is that, you know, I don't know how well Deejay sells. Just because I think that I'm not alone in knowing that not a lot of people probably used this character growing up. Granted, this is history. This is the first figure he's ever gotten, so it'll be very interesting to see how well this figure sells. I definitely think it's worth getting, absolutely, but like I said, just not having, you know, I don't know where the popular scale is on for the character, but I would think that out of all the characters released, this is probably the one that might have, if any, like I said, none of the Jada figures never sell, but if you were to put all these characters out at once, I would think that Deejay is probably at the lowest of the totem pole as far as there being a fandom for. So, very interested to see how well he sells. I think he's a phenomenal figure, so you should definitely get him. But, yeah, I definitely think this is the best, you know, this, what a start. What a start to Wave 3. So, guys, that is going to be the video. If you enjoyed it, leave the video a like, subscribe if you're new, and, well, we got Cammy and Guile up next. I'll see you on the next one. Richie Figs. Later.